Okay, we're back again. 4th of February. It's actually like 2 o'clock in the morning for me right now. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get as many of these miles off of us. I feel like I'm super close. That is better.
Duncan 1-1 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Luanda Tower, Duncan 1-1 frequency change.
Well, now we know what that weather was before. This is gonna be a long, boring flight. Hour and 23 on little nav map. We'll see if we can bring it down at all. I don't think we're going to be able to be honest, because that is not including the two possible stops that we can make at Sao Tome and Lagos. But we're going to try. We're going to take a break here because I have to go to the restroom. As far as I can tell, there's no great way to do layovers in this app. And I was going to, well, I think it's probably a good thing though, because that would lock us into taking these deviations. But in honesty, I ooh, we might have to deviate. We'll see what the wind looks like on the ground. Well, that's cool. Just don't tell me where the wind is. Actually, it looks like it is perfectly perpendicular, so. Yeah, we're definitely getting wind from the other direction, aren't we? 18 knots of it. Let's deviate, or call it off and come around. Yeah, thank you, wind. This is gonna be so sketchy. Overshot it a little bit. Wind's coming from the right, so we need to adjust. Welcome to Lagos, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an interesting day. I just heard the, I don't know how accurate this is, but when the AI voice or whatever was talking to ATC, it said Lagos as opposed to Lagos. I don't know which one's true, so I apologize if I've been saying it wrong the whole time. We're gonna aim for Casablanca today. Yeah, so this is the last green city we're gonna see in Africa. The remainders of it, of our flights through Africa, are Sahara. So it's gonna be a lot of that. We'll land, take a little bathroom break, and come back up in the air. Then when we get closer to the reshot structure, we'll drop down again. It's not that far of a flight between the reshot structure and the airport north of it. And the reshot structure is something you should definitely take in from like a closer distance. If anybody doesn't know what that is, it's called the Eye of Africa, the reshot structure. It is right here. And it's a giant eye. So it is very enjoyable. Every time I fly over this region, I go and look at it. It's just massive. And very, very, very worth flying over. Look at this. That's interesting. I thought it was a river. Now it looks more like a ridge. Oh, maybe it is a river. No, I definitely don't think it is. I don't know what it is. We're gonna level out a little bit. Because we're still a little bit far away from the airport. Maybe 10 is a better idea. JK, I was looking at the wrong area. I think it shuts the fly-by-wire off when the runway or when the landing gears are out. Probably for good reason. I don't really know. Oh boy. Six ahead, my ass. It's more like one ahead, six cross. Alright, well. Let's turn her around. Just to kind of put it into perspective how big of a difference flying from Egypt to South Africa is than from South Africa to Casablanca. It's a much farther distance by maybe an hour and a half. So all that for South Africa and Namibia. This region right here. But it was fun. I mean, it's not over. But it was very enjoyable. And like, you know, with the exception of a lot of the coastal satellite imagery, especially in like the Cape Town to Namibia area, like a lot of this is just badly done. And not because of the game developers, but because of maybe the fact that satellite imagery doesn't necessarily need to be taken of this place very often. Or, you know, nothing is there to take pictures of. Or it was so long ago that the resolution of the satellite imagery is so bad that when they put it in the game, it looked like garbage. You know? According to the actual NavMap app, on the scale markings that it has, this thing is like 10 to 15 miles wide. And I mean, I'm talking about from here to here. So it's kind of like infusing. I mean, where do you measure that from, to be honest? Even at 60,000 feet, it is insane. We might even just come back. Yeah, I think our actual landing Tazadit is on the. It's over there, I think. So it's a good. I don't even know. 100 miles? Oh, yeah, it literally says it, doesn't it? 116. It's 116 nautical miles between here and here. Not much to fly over. Even at low altitude, it's pretty quick. So we might just do that. We might just skip back this direction and then head to Casablanca. $16 knot crosswind. Gross. Is that what it said? I feel like this information is always, yep, 16 knots ahead, 1 knot across. Nope, that's backwards. I just had a freak out moment where I thought our landing gear weren't down. Let's get the hell off the runway. Oh, 16 knots. That is fun. Always, isn't it? Ugh. I just have to verify. I think my leg is pushing on the joystick to the left roll. We are going to gain some altitude, though, to see if we can see the reshot structure from here. Because I've always been curious. Oh, I don't look like it. We're going to be done with the Sahara after this. And I really don't think we're going to be experiencing very many more deserts throughout the rest of this. I think one of the biggest deserts is here, obviously, but the other deserts are like in China and Russia. And I mean, we might hit some kind of arid environment over South America, but nothing like this. It's a pretty big city. Okay, well, welcome to Marrakesh, or Morocco, or I don't know what this place is. Welcome to here, because we don't know the name right now. I'm gonna miss it. Too bad we're going back. Around the light. I'm gonna take a small break, maybe. Because I don't know why, but that last flight just knocked me out. Knocked the wind out of me. We're just gonna continue on. I remember learning Greek characters. See, that's definitely Greek right there. That's a fee. Fee? I'll keep it at about 10 degrees. 66 nautical miles. It's about what we need. Tangier is over there on the corner. Looks like it's totally covered in clouds though, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it. Can't wait, dude. Mediterranean is small. I know that is a weird thing to say, but you can fly through the middle of it and see both the north and south coasts of the Mediterranean at any point. It is super strange. But also a blessing because I mean it takes you like an hour to cross it at this speed so we're going, and yeah, this is one of the most frequented straits in the world. That's Tangiers right there. Look at that. I think the runway might be... That might be it. I don't know. Might be further back that way. Yeah, there it is right there. See the light. Is actually, well, as I'm recording this, I don't know if they've been dealt with or if they're still doing what they're doing, but there's actually reports of like a group of orcas attacking ships, small sailboats in this area. I don't know. I don't know anything else about it, to be honest, but yeah, welcome to the Strait of Gibraltar. Super close to each other. You can see Spain. Spain can see Morocco. It is small. And that is Gibraltar. We're gonna gun past the Rock of Gibraltar. And I think the wind might be, well, we'll see. 4-knot crosswind on 09. Which means it wants us to go that way. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to fly right past it, come over the land, and then come around. Ah, we're in Europe. Isn't that crazy? Goodbye, Africa. I'm always going to enjoy flying over these areas. Look at that. Beautiful. There's actually a road. I don't know if you can see it. There's a road going straight through the airport because, I don't know, they just decided that was the best thing to do for this place. You know, let's zoom in here. It's actually a pretty short runway considering it's how famous it is. 5,000 feet. We need a speed brake because our landing gears are not out yet. And we're really high up. We got cruise ships on the right. Sweet. I bet you resorts here are expensive. I bet you nobody watching this nor actually flying around here in this game currently can afford it. Just a guess. And yeah, I'm trying to hit this as slow as possible because we only have the 5,000 feet. And where is it? Here's the road. Right through the middle. There's even a stoplight. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, where should we park this thing? Oh wait, no, we're leaving, aren't we? Right. Right. I guess we should just turn around then, huh? There's a terminal. Flick them off as we go. we we don't have live weather. That's what it's saying. Little nav map failed to get the weather properly. Something to that effect. There's a couple stadiums here. Nice little bridge. Stalling, apparently. Probably because we didn't have our gear out. It's perfectly fine flying at 180 when there's gear down, but not. That's definitely photogrammetry. Look at that. This place looks expensive too. Those helipads on top of those buildings? Ooh. Very steep approach. I get it. Alright, Portugal. We're in Portugal. Park right next to the control tower. So that when they look out, they're reminded of what they do for a living. And why. Little park right next to the tower. This is so not a good place, is it? You know what? Do I care? Yeah, I care a little bit, actually. We're gonna park right next to it. Right next to it. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Portuguese air. Smells expensive. Alright. Thanks for coming along. Let's end this. Finally made it to Europe.